Hey yo fellow Legonians, fellow brick fans. This is Dave Frost reporting in once again with another LEGO set review. And this time it is the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Blue Express set. And the age suggestion is 6 to 12. Number code is 31054. Comes with 71 pieces. And believe me, talking about pieces, there's quite a bit left over pieces as they're not all used in all three versions of the build of this set. And it brings back to memory the 31015 LEGO Creator 3-in-1 build Emerald Express, which is black, red, and green, and gray. And we'll bring that in a little bit. But anyways, I'm only going to take one of the boxes to show it off. So you've seen the front. Here's the top, the left side, the right side, and then the bottom, and then the back, which shows off all three different versions, as well as it does on the front, of course, and that you can also connect all three, just like the Emerald Express, where you could do the same thing of connecting all three different versions of the build into a whole train. So you've seen all three boxes as they're bouncing all over the place in my room. I'm not going to show off all three instruction booklets, just one of them. So, going through the instruction booklet, it takes a total of 38 steps to build one of the two engines, one of the two ends. You know, it could be the front or the back. Then it takes a total of 34 to build the other end. And like I said, you could choose either end to be the front or the back, because they're both two different versions of a steam engine. Then it takes a total of 26 steps to build the middle section, which is the passenger car. Then come to the very end of the booklet, instruction booklet, and on the left side you have a half page containing the list of pieces that are included in the set. Then you come to the right side of a half page of advertisement of two other sets along with this Blue Express set. And you notice a bit of a different way of play feature, where you can mix and match the different parts of the three different sets and mix them together between the rocket, the airplane, the truck, the race car, and the train engine. Then on the back, as usual, is lego.com/product feedback, where you win stuff for giving product feedback. Now, before we get to the actual set, we're gonna get on with the extra / leftover pieces. So now I got all the pieces organized. So we have several jumpers, bricks, plates, and otherwise. So let's start off with the jumpers. So we get 3 2x3 or 2x4. Not exactly how that works. Well, it's actually a 1x2 jumper with 4 studs on rather the front or the side or the back, whichever direction you choose to put them in. So we'll get 3 of those jumpers. We get 3 of those jumpers in black, in the black color. Then we get 2 dark bluish gray 1x2 jumpers with 2 on the front or the side or the back, whichever you choose to put those jumpers, whichever direction you would choose to put those jumpers in. Sorry for getting messed up. Then you get, okay, these are plate jumpers, and then these are brick jumpers. In the blue color, 1x1 with the stud on the side, front, or back. You know the scenario. Then you get another plate jumper, but this one, the sided studs are below the plate on the side or the front or the back. And that's in the black color. 1x2 and then 1x4. Then you get 8 studs. 8 plate studs. Sorry for the advertisement in the background. As I was saying, you get 8 plate studs. 4 in the trans clear color. And 4 in the light bluish gray color. Then you get the axle pin, Technic axle pin piece in the red color. A bit of a different type of jumper plate where it goes on a 1x4, but it has 1 stud on top. Then 2 blue 2x4 plates, 1 black 2x4 or 2x2 plate, 2 1x2 plate wing pieces that go in both directions. Then 2 black 1x2 plate pieces. 1 dark bluish gray 2x2 brick. Then we also get 2 1x2 dark bluish gray bricks with the axle pin hole going through it. Then a 2x2 black plate with the connector ball on one side, and then it also has a circular pinhole in the center going through it. Then a 2x2 plate with a pinhole in the center going through it, and then 2 pin bars coming out the sides. Then 3 1x2 black cheese slopes, where it's just not one cheese slope, but it's a 1x2 cheese slope. Then 2 of these half circle 1x2 bricks, where it goes on a 2x2 plate, but it has 2 studs on top. So it's like a half dome type of piece. Then a 1 studded brick in the dark bluish gray. And then 2 car wheels, where they are wheels that cannot hold a tread, I believe, or tire. It might be possible to put a tire or tread piece on there. And now we can actually move on to the set with its 2 clones, if you will. And it's a pretty awesome build. One could be a steam locomotive, and one could be a steam... One end could be a steam locomotive, and the other a steam engine. And it rolls like rolling things should. And I think it's a pretty awesome build. You know, the only working feature would be the wheels and the connector ball joints, ball and socket joints, where it could turn and swivel and connect to the other part. And really, you could get as many of these as you want and just make them the passenger car portion of the train and elongate it as much as you want to. So now let's bring in the Emerald Express and compare it to the Blue Express. So as you recognize, this is more of a locomotive of one kind of a locomotive, as this is another. Come around to the middle section, you recognize that the wheel pieces are quite different on the 2 versions. The Emerald Express gets 2 kinds of wheels, as the Blue Express gets 1. And then the ball and socket joint pieces, connector pieces, are the same, just in different colors. Sorry for blowing on it so much. The Emerald Express is quite dusty. I'm not exactly sure what year it came out in, but alright, so I looked it up. And the Emerald Express came out 3 years ago in 2014. So this end is more like the speed shuttle train. And, it's just built differently from the other end, as you can already tell. And then you'll also recognize that they used engine grill cheese slope, or just engine grill slope pieces on the Emerald Express, where they use the double-sided, no, not double-sided, but the 1x2 cheese slope pieces on the Blue Express. And that goes for both ends. Both ends for the Emerald Express of the engine grill slopes, where the Blue Express uses the 1x2 cheese slope pieces on both ends. And then it's also quite interesting where the middle section and the front section on this end of the Emerald Express is skinny, where the cockpit is wider. Same for the Blue Express. And then the middle section of the Emerald Express is wider, where the Blue Express middle section is skinnier, you know, thinner. And then the Emerald Express, and then on the other engine end of the Emerald Express, in this case the tail end, or the speed shuttle engine end, is skinnier and thinner than the tail end of the Blue Express. So that's also pretty cool. But that is about it. Oh, one other thing to compare is that the Blue Express uses this plate with side pegs, whereas the Emerald Express uses a different kind, where it is a 2x2 plate with side pins, but it doesn't have this part of it. You know, like it doesn't have the rim or whatever that is. But that will have to do for this review of the 3-in-1 LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Blue Express set. And I must say, it also is probably smaller. Or actually, it's not so much. It's about the same height as the Emerald Express. But like I said, that will have to do it for this review. So I thank you all very much for watching. Please stick around for more great LEGO and Transformer content coming to the future of this channel. And have a great rest of your week. Tomorrow, the rest of today being Tuesday, and tomorrow being Wednesday, and so on. And I will see you all next time, as in tomorrow's stop motion build and set review of the Ferry Boat Lego set from Lego City. And that's all I have to say, so good afternoon and so long.